everyone. I'll wait for the slides. So my name is Siobhan Quinn. I am a product manager at Foursquare. How many people here know what Foursquare is? Awesome, awesome, okay. How many people checked in today? Okay, not quite as awesome, but still pretty good. So I lead the engagement team at Foursquare. Let's wait a moment. That's okay, I just want to click through really fast. It's a fast-paced talk. Meanwhile, anyway, it's almost Friday. Let's see what's going on here.
Sometimes if you already have it in play mode when you plug in.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Just play.
That's still, you got the beach ball.
Now you get to see my speaker notes. Awesome. This is cool.
And it crashed.
Well, anyway. Well, now this is the time where you guys all go check in while you wait for me to like improve your reputation, since not many of you did already. Yeah, I'll do it.
You know what the file is.
Oh. You guys see me? Now I think, okay, here we go. So my name is Siobhan Quinn. Yeah, I used to work at Blogger at Google before I joined Foursquare. And so what I think about every day, I lead the team of the engagement team at Foursquare, is like, how do you inspire people and motivate them to like take the phone out of their pocket and check in? How do you inspire people to use your service over and over again? And so I think like leading the engagement team, for me it really boils down to 5 things. That's the 5 laws of engagement, and I'm here to share those with you, so maybe you could take them back and apply them to your product and get more people engaged in your service. And I'm going to talk a lot about tech examples because this is Silicon Valley Insider. But these laws are really universal, and you can apply them to maybe a service or another kind of like non-technical product you make. So let's just jump right into it. So the first law of engagement is that.
We want to hear what you're saying, and you're so quick.
Okay, I'll slow down. Okay. First law of engagement is we seek comfort in relationships, so surround us with community. And this makes a lot of sense. We're social animals. There's safety in numbers, and we've seen a lot of success with this with services like Facebook and Twitter. What I find especially interesting is anonymous communities, and these aren't talked about as much. And my favorite anonymous community is Post Secret. And what Post Secret is, it's a blog where people write their secrets on the back of postcards. And these are secrets that they've never confessed to their best friend, never would put on their Facebook wall. They write these secrets on the back of postcards, and they mail them to Frank Warren. Frank Warren runs the blog, and once a week he publishes these secrets to the world. And what's really powerful about this community is it's not the cathartic experience you get from writing your secret down. It's the overwhelming sense of comfort and belongingness you feel when you read someone else's secrets. People come back to Post Secret over and over and over again because of the powerful sense of community that they get when they read people's secrets. So the second law of engagement is, we all have something to say, so give us tools to express ourselves. And we've seen a lot of this with blogging. This dapper woman, she's 95 years old, and she writes like a hipster fashion blog for the older set. It's kind of like this tutorialist. People can also express themselves through comments. So when you build a commenting system into your products, people know that they're going to be heard, and maybe they just want to be angry, but they want to come back because they know that they can be heard. They can express themselves. I don't know about you, but I've been spending a lot of time curating my Facebook timeline. That's because I really care about how people see me on the web. I care about how I look. So I'm going to spend a lot of time engaging with a service that gives me tools to make sure that I'm looking and controlling exactly how people are perceiving me. So now that we've given people tools to express ourselves, the third law is that we need to feel important. So use rewards to make us feel special. And this is a law that really resonates with me, and I know it's really important to us at Foursquare. So how do you make people feel special? Well, one way to make people feel special is through exclusivity. So at Google, I worked on the Gmail launch. And at the time, we didn't know what was going to happen when Gmail hit 1, 2, 3, 10 million users, and we wanted to scale the service really slowly. So we launched with the invite mechanism. But what we didn't know when we had this invite mechanism was the incredible buzz this would create for the service. Okay, so I'll slow down. This created a lot of buzz for the service that we didn't anticipate. And in fact, people were emailing me that I hadn't heard of in years. Gmail invites were going for sale for like $500 on eBay. So it was really incredible. Guilt has actually taken this a step further, and they've introduced something called Guilt Noir. Why do I go to Guilt Group every day at noon? Well, I'm trying to be part of their super extra exclusive group. And this group, Guilt Noir, is only available to the top 0.1% of Guilt users, but they get the sales 15 minutes before everybody else. So you can make people feel special through exclusivity. You can make people feel special through competition. Maybe you can beat yourselves or beat your friends. Quora does a great job at making people feel special through reputation. Want to become an expert? Craft the best answer and get voted up. Want to impress your friends? Play better music and earn a bigger avatar. So after your users are feeling special in your product, the fourth law speaks to the fact that we're hypnotized by beauty. So give us something pretty to look at. When you think about some of the most awe-inspiring moments of your life, they might look something like this, something that's so truly beautiful that you're hypnotized by it and you can't look away. It's captivating. But how does this apply to the products you build? Well, Instagram is a service that's all about creating, sharing, and consuming rich, beautiful imagery. And Flipboard gets this right as well. It puts the image first. By putting the image first, you're drawn into the product, and you want to engage with it more and more. And finally, the last law. We are captivated by the unknown, so target our curiosity. At the beginning of the book Drive, they talk about a study, and the study is trying to learn or trying to figure out how monkeys learn. And the research scientists, they're going to give the monkeys a puzzle, and they're going to watch how it figures out how to unlock the puzzle. But before the study even starts, they want to get the monkeys familiar with the object. So they put the object in the monkey's cage just to kind of get them familiar with it and not alarmed with it, and then they're going to start the study. And what they realize is that before the study even starts, the monkeys are curious about the box. They start poking at it, and they start playing with it. And without any incentive, without any reward, the monkey figures out the puzzle. And so what that shows, these monkeys are naturally curious. You know what? And so are we. It's in our human nature that we are curious about the unknown. We need to make order out of chaos. We are especially drawn to surprises. If we see something that we don't quite understand, our attention goes right there. So how do you target people's curiosity to make them engage more with your product? Well, in Foursquare, we do this with points. We could give you the same points over and over again every time you checked in, but that would get really boring really fast. So instead, it's like a slot machine. You never know what you're going to get. And that's going to make people excited to check in the next time. Maybe you even get a badge. Another way you could target our curiosity is by, getting us to organize things. Like Pinterest is one of the products, I'm sure everyone's talking about them. It's one of the products I'm so excited about and I just love. And why do I love it so much? It just delivers you beautiful chaos. And it delivers it to you in a never-ending scroll. So as you scroll down the screen, more and more and more chaos comes into the screen. And what you kind of need to do with that chaos is you are drawn to put it in, make order out of it. You need to organize it and put it into terms that you understand. This is my friend's pin board. He took the Pinterest board, and this is how he organized all of those images. And now that they're in the buckets, he can understand and he can act on them. So, the Pinterest community is so excited about this project and so engaged. They've come up with this noun to describe the feeling that they get when they can't go to sleep because they just want to keep pinning these objects. It's actually pretty hilarious. Finally, you could target our curiosity by being a tease. Give us a little bit of the story without telling us the whole thing. The 7 habits of highly effective people. You immediately want to know what those 7 habits are. Okay, so how does this apply to you and your product? Well, I want us to take a step back and talk about Las Vegas. I love Las Vegas. I absolutely adore being there. I think it's one of the most fun places on earth. I really love it. And when you think about it, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, Las Vegas is the 5 laws of engagement manifested in real space. It's a place you can go. I mean, it has the community. You could also be whoever you want and express yourself however you want to. You could even change your name and be anonymous. It has this air of exclusivity. Maybe you got bottle service at the hottest club and you get to bypass all these chumps that have to wait in line. There's rewards everywhere, and even if you're losing, you get drinks just for playing. It's visually stimulating. When you think about the attention to detail and power and energy that goes into powering Vegas and making it this dazzling, it's mind-boggling. And it targets our curiosity. Maybe you want to learn how to play cards better and learn how to count cards. Or maybe you're playing poker to 5 a.m. trying to figure out this guy's tell. I mean, Las Vegas gets it all so right. It's like such a fun place to be. But then why, after like 2 days in Vegas, why do we all like feel like this? I mean, nobody wants to stay in Vegas another day, It makes us like feel pretty crappy. And so how do you avoid this from happening in your product? Well, the answer is don't build Vegas. But the answer is don't use the 5 laws of engagement to exploit us. It makes us feel pretty crappy. Instead, use the 5 laws of engagement to make us feel great. Help us be better people. So what does this look like? Well, maybe you leverage community to build a knowledge site for the entire world. Maybe you leverage community to fund a new idea. Maybe you give us a really beautiful place to express ourselves. Maybe you give us access to exclusive goods, even if it's just for one night. Maybe you reward us for learning, or maybe you reward us for saving money. Maybe you deliver us rich, beautiful imagery to inspire us to go someplace new, or to try the new dish at the restaurant around the corner. And maybe you target our curiosity to solve some of the world's biggest problems. So I'm really excited about the power behind the 5 laws of engagement, but what I'm more excited about is how we can leverage it to change the world. Thanks.